I am Barbara James, and this is Healthy Aging. We will get you on this ageless journey. So we're looking at ways to build our immune system, and it's important. You know, God gave us these bodies, and our bodies, from what I'm learning, everything in school tells me, this body regenerates itself. So hear that. Your body regenerates itself. It regenerates itself slower as we age, which is one of the reasons why we get so frustrated at times as we get older, because the process of helping us regenerate the body is a lot slower than it was when we were in our 20s. And when we were in our 20s, we could pretty much eat anything we wanted to because that process, burning it off, and we were a lot more active, and now not so much. But our body actually literally slows down that process. So that is another reason why we need to fuel it with other things. And why is all of this important? We talked a little bit about antioxidants. Remember, antioxidants are going to fight those free radicals in your body. The free radicals are those scavengers that are really annoying. As your cells start to atrophy and they start to die, what they end up doing is they actually live this limpy kind of lifestyle in your bodies, and they don't necessarily die. They kind of lose their body parts of the cell, and they hang out. And when they hang out, they accumulate. And they accumulate and cause disease, like cancer in our body. Well, how do these cells get like that? They get like that because we're not doing things for our bodies that support the wellness. So there's something called oxidative stress. And oxidative stress of your body is a good thing. Like, you put your hand on the stove and your fingers burn, you're like, ow, oxidative stress. And that is letting you know. And then what happens is your entire immune system perks up, races down to your fingers and goes, hey, buddy, I'm going to take care of this. This is how we heal. So it's a good thing to have that. And I'm going to read you something that I believe can explain this in layman's terms. And this is from one of the companies that we carry their products in the store, called Terry Naturally. And they explain inflammation is a firefighter, but oxidative stress lights the match. Inflammation is the natural protective action that happens when we get injured. So it's not a bad thing. Its main function is to heal the damage, tissues, joints, etc. But that's for acute pain. That's for pain that, you touch the stove, you hurt yourself, you fall off the bike, you hurt yourself. Those are acute pains. It could be compared to a firefighter rushing out to stop a house from burning. First, they'll stop the damage by addressing the immediate problem of putting out the fire. And by doing so, the rest of the house remains safe. However, you don't need the firefighter to spray down the house constantly to prevent the fire, just like you don't need to address pain if you're not in pain. The good news is the right nutrients could help you put that fire out. Now, what does oxidative stress lead to? In the lungs, it could lead to asthma, chronic bronchitis. In the joints, it could lead to arthritis. In the brain, it could lead to Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, memory loss, depression, and stroke. Kidney failure, it could lead to cataract, to hypertension, cancer, aging, diabetes, and infections. So when your body is not performing optimally, and what also happens is inside your body, when you put things in there like processed food, do you know that your body actually looks at that processed food as inflammation, like something it needs to fight? So your immune system goes and rushes over to that bad food and is like, you are an intruder, I need you out of here. That's causing this oxidative stress in your body because your body is constantly at high attention. Your body is the firefighter that is continually putting out this fire, and we're causing it. We're causing that. So you need to look at some of the things that you're putting in your body and make some other choices to help your immune system to avoid some of these things. You know, we talked about vitamin C. I mean, vitamin C is a very strong antioxidant. I can't say enough about vitamin C. If you think you're taking enough, you're not. Take more. And I say that flippantly, right? I'm not a doctor, but you know, eating one orange probably isn't going to be the immune boost you need, but eat the orange. Like, eat the orange instead of the cookie. Look, do that. Do that and help yourself fight these free radicals in your body. Start to think of your body, you know, as that firefighter, that you're going to put out these fires from now on, and you're going to make the food choices and the drink choices that are going to put out the fire in your body and not start the fire in your body. So when you look at these foods and things that you're taking, think to yourself, am I starting a fire with that, or am I putting a fire out with that? If you're putting some vitamin A and some vitamin C in your body, you're going to put out the fire. They're going to help you to do that. Vitamin D3 will also help build up your immune system and help calcium be absorbed in your bones. We have zinc. Zinc is a great immune booster that helps. It also helps with wound healing. Oysters are a great form of zinc. Meat, poultry, pomegranates are a good form of zinc. Selenium is a great immune booster. Now, here's the thing. Selenium is a mineral that we do not create in our body. We need to eat it. We need to somehow ingest our selenium. Selenium protects against cell damage. It protects against infection. Our bodies need selenium. Listen to that, Q family that I love. I didn't tell you I love you today, but Q family, I love you. And that's how our bodies function. It needs it. Now, some of the things you'll say, I don't need that. This you need. The selenium will help repair your cell damage. It's a great antioxidant. So where do you find selenium? In Brazil nuts. They're very high in selenium. Seafood and organ meats are also high in selenium. So reishi mushrooms. Mushrooms are awesome. I keep saying I have to do a whole show on just mushrooms, because mushrooms, now I'm not talking shrooms of the 70s. I'm talking like reishi and lion's mane and some of the good mushrooms. They reduce inflammation. A lot have very calming properties. So those are good too. Astragalus is a beautiful flower. You know, you should look these up, and look all of these up. This is your homework, Q family. Look them all up. Do your research. Find out what I'm saying. Challenge me on some of this. Astragalus boosts your immune system, also helps prevent colds. And look up the benefits to astragalus. There's too many for me to spend a lot of time, but you could look them up and do your research and find out. Drinking water will also help you too. So we have to look to some of these things, even if we keep them, you know, hanging around just so that you have it. As I said, we are going to just work towards building this immune system up. I want each of you to walk in the joy that it feels to be healthy. I want you to walk in this lifestyle that God had created for you. You know, God gave Jonah the shade. He planted the seed so Jonah could have shade. And Jonah did not water the plant. I want us to walk in that divine purpose and water the plant. Q family, I love you. James, I miss you. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for listening. God bless you.